if you sell mannequins, do not think of moving down to the knots, because you end up not making it. The reason is, in recent times, okay, the reason is, in recent time, Kano has banned the use of mannequin in their states. um the reasons is what I will be talking about during the course of today's video, so just stick around while I unleash the 6 things that you can never do in the public when you are in the north. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Loya as always, and I am so glad you stopped by to watch today's video. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for stopping by. And to those of you that have just been viewing my videos without subscribing, I still want to appreciate you. I love your courage. Thank you so much. Alright, today's video is going to be an educational video. It's going to be an informative video, because I will be talking about the 6 things you should never do in the public while you are in the north. Yeah, so if you're aspiring to come to the north, either to come to the north for school, or to set up a business, or to live here in the north, if this information is going to be helpful, this video is just for you. So I would like you to stick around to the end of this video so that you can know the 6 things you should never do in the public when you are in the north. Okay, right guys, let us dive into today's video. The first on my list, guys, is dressing. Yes, you see, when you are in the north, you need to watch the way you dress. You need to be very considerate of others, because most people in the north are Muslims. Yes, and they would prefer clothes that are well that are well covered. Yeah, they wouldn't want you to expose any parts of your body. Yes, because it is private and it should remain private. Now, if you really want to blend well when you're in the north, you need to put on clothes that covers all sensitive parts of your body. In fact, even cover as much as this part. Yes, they will love it so much. They respect people that covers their body, that dress moderately and modestly. Yeah, dressing in the north is a big deal, guys. It is a big deal. Yeah, so if you want to blend more, if you want to enjoy staying in the north, you need to watch the way you dress to attract respect and not disrespect to yourself. Yeah, that is the first thing on the list today. Okay, the number 2 on my list for today is sexual education and sexual freedom. Okay guys, I'm going to break it into 2 parts. Okay, let's start with sexual education. Now, when you are in the north, you don't talk about sex in the public. You don't educate kids or people about sex in the public. It is prohibited. They see it as disrespect to their privacy. Yes, so if you are a teacher, and maybe a biology teacher, and you get the part of reproduction, guy, I would just advise that you just keep it, because they don't allow it. They see it as a sin to talk about sex in the public. You don't even educate girl child in the public about sex. Yeah, if they catch you, they're going to sweep you out of their states. I'm telling you. So preferably the rather you talk about it in the private, because they see it as private. Now that is for sexual education. Now the other part that happens to be sexual freedom, I need to break that part as well. Sexual freedom in the sense that you don't come out and brag about you being a lesbian or a gay. Do you understand? You don't try it in the north. You don't try it. Yes, if they catch you, you are done for. You don't come out and start dressing. You a guy, you don't start dressing yourself like a lady. Now the likes of James Brown and Bobrisky, you can only do it in their own parts of the state, but if you bring it down to the north, they'll sweep you out. So in order for you to enjoy your stay in the north, you need to be able to know their do's and don'ts. Yes, because this part of the north is preoccupied by Muslims, and they value their religion so much. Yeah, so that is the number 2 of this among the 6 things that you shouldn't do in the north, sorry, in the public when you are in the north. So let's go down to the third thing. The next, guys, is consuming of swine animal, like pork. They don't eat pork meat in the north. And if you are that kind of person that eats pork meat, you need to do that in your in a private. Yeah, they don't also eat dog meat. Now if you do eat dog meat, you eat it in the private. They see these animals, these two, especially these two animals, as dirty, as something that contaminates oneself, one's body, and one's spirituality, and that's why they don't eat it. And so they don't expect to see you eat it, not, at least not in the public. Yeah, so in order for us to blend well, or for you to blend well in the north, you try to do try to avoid things that they don't do in the public. Yes, and I'm sure you know that it's not just Muslims that are occupying this northern part of the state. We also have few Christians, and it is most likely that these few Christians do eat such animals. Yeah, so but what can you do now? These people don't like eating it. They don't like seeing people eating in the public. So what you do, you just get them and then go into your privacy, in your private time, and consume as much as you want to consume. Yes, that is it. Period. So let's move to the next thing you don't do in the public when you are in the nuts. Okay, men are not allowed to wear gold ornaments in the public. Yeah, and they are also not allowed to wear silky clothes. They are only allowed to wear silver ornaments and the likes in the public. Or if you are a man and you are fond of wearing gold or silky ornaments clothes in the public, they frown against things like that. Yes, they frown against things. So if you're coming to the north, you should be mindful of these things that I just listed. Yeah, now the next also on my list, guys, is, and I think I'm losing count, I need to check my list. Yeah, the next on my list, guys, is urinating in the upright position. Yeah, and that is for men. You will hardly see a man, a Muslim man, a full-grown Muslim man that stands in the upright position to urinate. You know what they do is they bend down, and they're always with sachet water or water that is inside what they call butter. Yeah, that's what they do. So they once they are pressed and they're in the public, what they do is they go to the nearest courts, bend down, and wee. After weeing, they use water to rinse, and then off they go. Period. Yes. Yes, that reminds me. Let me even just, that reminds me. A few days ago, I was on transit. I was on my way to Uyo. Yeah. So, but before going to Uyo, what the clothes I wore to Uyo was a normal gown, long gown like that, and off shoulder, in just one part. And so when the bus, it was actually Christmas that I used that day. So we're actually in the bus, and then we're going. So but at some point we got to a place, I think it was Lokoja or Kogi or so, where we had to stop and ease ourselves and or even buy something to eat. Yes. So at that point I came down. When I came down with my bottle water, I went down to eat myself like the other people, but everybody were just glaring at me, or like me. I was like surprised, like, why are they looking at me like that, not knowing that they were surprised at the fact that after weeing, because they were noticing that when I came down, I went down with water. After weeing, I used water to rinse my down part, and I moved back into the bus, sorry. And so they were just like, wow, things like that. They were surprised, like, how can I be doing like Hausa person, So even when I got to Enugu, where I'm supposed to take the next bus to Uyo or something like that, people were like calling me Ajia, this, Ajia, that, because of the way I was dressed and all that, not knowing that me, I'm a complete and a bona fide Igbo lady from Niger State, Arochukwu local government to be precise. Yes, so I've lived almost all my life in the north, and so I've really entered them, and to some extent they have also entered me, in the sense that we tend to do things that that are readily acceptable in the public. Yes, like you put on clothes that covers every part of your body. Yeah, and then sometimes you see us with veil. Yes, and then when we want to weave, we wash private, and then they value things like that. Yes, so if you are looking to come to the north and you want to be in their book of life, in their white book and not in their black book, you just need to make sure that you remember these things that I am listing out to you, so that you can enjoy your stay in the north. I don't tell you. All right, let's move. I think this should be the last on my list. Let us see it, guys. If you are in the business of selling mannequins in wholesale, and you are thinking of going to Kano to set up a business, I will advise that you don't try it. The reason is, in recent times it is said that Kano has banned the use of displaying clothes on mannequins in Kano State. Now, in the nutshell, Kano has banned the use of mannequin in general. Now, can you please permit me to read from the source? In Kano State, displaying clothes on mannequin is now a crime. The Kano State Hisba Board has a problem with how increasingly seductive some mannequins look, and has now banned their uses by tailors, supermarkets, and boutique. The Commander General of the Hisba Board, Sheikh Haruna, said that the use of mannequin by tailors, supermarkets, and others contravenes Islamic doctrines. So the board has said that they will embark on raiding shops to remove any mannequins, describing their use for advert purpose as idolatry. End of quotes. So in nutshell, mannequins, as in that statue that they use in displaying clothes in boutiques, are no longer allowed in Kano State. So if you are looking to come to Kano State to start up a mannequin business, just forget it, because it's not going to solve. They will just sweep you out of their states. It is no longer allowed. Me, I'm guessing it's because of the female mannequins, because these days it's becoming so seductive. Sometimes when you pass through a supermarket and you see a naked mannequin, you see the shape of the hips and the boobs, you were like, oh, even status has shape more than me. You get? Now, I think it is mainly the female mannequins that prompted, or that made them to come up with such rule, and I think it's gonna work for them anyways. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Like my video, please, and share it, because you might be helping a person or two. Yes, and for those of you that are yet to subscribe to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for, because it's actually free. It is free, guys. You need to keep up with my videos. This is why you need also to turn on the post notification bell, so that whenever a video drops like a banger, you will be first to get notified. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna see you when next I upload new videos. Bye.